Hello and welcome to On the Air, your #1 show for reviews on your favorite and least favorite TV shows. I'm Brandon Britt, and I'm the host because my opinion's the only one that matters. Today, we'll be checking out a show that many agree is one of the worst shows out there, Breadwinners. And I have to also agree, this show is awful. Its plots are nonsensical, its humor is lazy and stupid, and the characters are more shallow than a puddle. The show is about ducks that deliver bread to other ducks.
Where are the ducks?
Huh?
You said the show's about ducks. Where are the ducks?
They're right there.
Where?
There.
Those are ducks?
Yes, those are ducks. Can't you tell by the bill? Oh. Well, what about their wings? Wait. Their ribbed feet. Well, their feet are orange at least. Let's be honest though, it's really hard to draw ducks, man. It's not like there are previous examples of cartoons with ducks. None at all. Seriously though, these characters have the simplest and laziest design ever. But Deuce and Sway Sway look exactly the same, except Sway Sway actually has a body. Those names are also the worst. If a parent actually named their child that, child services would be called to take those kids away. I'm all for unique names, but come up with something that doesn't sound like something a baby said. Now, let's talk about the characters. Sway Sway is an idiot who thinks he's really cool, but is actually quite annoying. Deuce is an idiot who thinks he's really cool, but is actually quite annoying. These characters are clones of each other. They don't do anything to create an interesting dynamic. They try to go for the lovable idiot thing with these guys, but they fail horribly. And as for humor in the show, that sucks too. They always have a running joke throughout each episode, and it's never funny, not even the first time. And there are a ridiculous amount of butt jokes. Someone needs to tell these guys that butts aren't inherently funny. They also have video game references throughout the whole thing. There's really no reason for it. It's pointless. There's also a ton of duck puns, because no show has ever made a bunch of puns based off of what kind of animal their character is. As for background music, it never stops. There's always some obnoxious tune playing over every episode, and sometimes it's so loud it's hard to hear the characters. The show is always doing things that just don't make any sense at all. I think they're trying to be like Adventure Time or Regular Show by doing the weird things that don't make sense, but they don't understand that these shows actually do make sense in the realm of their world. This show doesn't establish anything in the episode. Things just happen with no explanation. For example, in one episode they introduce a hair growth loaf, which will surely never be brought up again. Deuce eats too much of it and his hair gets too large and out of control. He gets a bad haircut, which makes him go berserk, with no explanation as to why. He can apparently just do that, probably in this episode only. Anyway, the problem is solved by making him eat more bread. He eats some and he grows hair everywhere but his head. I will say that this is the closest thing to being funny, but it doesn't make sense. Why would it grow his body hair before his head hair? Not only that, but he eats hundreds of these loaves, and in the end, his hair is majestic. Shouldn't his hair be completely out of control? I mean, yes, he was quite a bit larger when he ate all that bread, but he ate a ton of it. They should be back to square one. I've already said how lazy this show's character designs are, but it doesn't stop there. The animation is bad too. The movements are lazy. I think they're going for some sort of video game style with their animation. Their walking motion is pretty reminiscent of some classic video games walking motions, but it just doesn't work with animation. And a lot of the background characters are just stock images of ducks, and the bread is also stock images too. This doesn't look good. It's again just lazy. And again, it shows how much these characters do not look like ducks. Also, each episode uses a bunch of recycled animation from the same episode. It sometimes even borrows from another episode. Unless you have budget issues like Code Lyoko had, you should not be reusing animation. So to recap, this show sucks. One word to describe it is lazy. Lazy designs, lazy animation, lazy plots, lazy names. One draft is written, and that's the episode. This is a show you can definitely afford to miss.